Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off to give the highest honor, glory, and all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Orchakodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and do well and taught me the truth out of the Bible, and amongst other things. Peace and salutations to the elect, scattered to all four corners of the earth, my fellow laborers who push in this work and word in truth and sincerity all across the globe. Shalom. This is your brother Talmayat, Shalha Kwadash from the GMS Holland branch, coming back at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and I hope it is edifying and straight to the point. Khan. Yeah, man. So yeah, everybody saw that whole thing from yesterday, and this is the third time, before Nero came in office. uh, Two times there was a so-called attempt on his life. A lot of people believe just to get sympathy and get these votes in, and this time is almost the same thing happened again, because why? That whole fiasco with Iran, and the Jeffrey E files, all these things are happening, and people really, the polls are so bad. People don't want him for the second term anymore. So yeah, people believe that this is created for some distraction. This whole thing, and yeah, it was really also really tacky. This thing was really. It was so transparent. Everybody is seeing it. You see the comments also. Nobody believes it. You see it over here. Great. Now, you see the first thing. I didn't look at this at all, and just to the spirit, was pull this up. You see, great. Now release the the Epstein files. Why don't trust anything that these people do? And the band played on, man, people, countless lights, camera, action, because a lot of people see that this whole thing is staged, man. You see people seeing that, the really bad actors, man, and people are onto it, so you see that Esau, it doesn't work anymore, man. You see these things that he's doing, it is wearing off, man. So yeah, man, it doesn't work. So let me play the video, but before I play it, a disclaimer. So you see it, man. So yeah, that was the evacuation. The moment that he was being evacuated from the white from the dinner. So let me go. Also, I want to put this video up from Dabu 7. Bear with me. Salakia for the
Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight. I was sitting next to Caroline Levitt, the press secretary's husband. He was one of our guests. He was seated right next to me, and right as the dinner was starting, the national anthem happened, and then he kind of leaned over and said, I watched you on TV. You did a great job. You need to be very safe. And he was just very serious when he said that to me. And he kind of looked around the room and he said, there are some
sounds like we lost Aisha's phone there.
And I don't think so. You see that? You see a woman was being told something is about to happen inside of the facility, and the news cuts her off, sitting right next to Caroline Levitt's husband, the same Caroline Levitt that just said there's going to be shots fired in there tonight. This is what your DC propagandist administration has put on for the people out there. And we're going to dive into this bit by bit. This incident began right here with this. As you can see, an individual comes running in from the left-hand side right here, and then the agent jumps and pulls a gun. At the exact same time, Trump, half awake, this guy pops up between Melania and Trump, and he flashes this call sign like a note, as you can see right here. And when he does, look at her face. Everyone's shocked and startled. It's like a cue card, literally. And then they start to run around and get Vance out of there and then jump on Trump. And man, it looked like a bunch of theatrics, big time. The shooter said to be this individual called Cole Allen, a teacher of the month out of California. And just take a look at the evil face Erica Kirk is giving right before the shooting, and then she's pulled out of there crying. What are the odds that this Cole Allen is mentioned by a random account, Henry Martinez, over on X, and he made one post on December 21st, 2023, and all it says is Cole Allen. Now take all that and add it to the fact that Carrie Lake and others that were attending posted how there was no security. It was shockingly lax. There was no back check, no real screening. All someone had to do was just flash their ticket, and then they could just slide right on in. Now, you take every single thing that we just put together and gathered just from off the top of this, and this stinks to high heaven. It's got all the signs. And look at Mrs. Levitt there throwing and flashing her 666 sign right before she said, tonight, shots are going to be fired. I don't believe in coincidence. Okay? I don't believe in none of that. I believe in the orchestration of occult situations, and I believe that's what we've witnessed in this event. How deep it goes with this player in the middle in all this, yet to be seen. We do know that he was an intern for NASA back in 2014 and that he was a teacher out of California. I'm going to cover this in more detail on the live show. Make sure to join me going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern here on Dabu's.
So you see it, man. And so they said he was an intern by NASA, and NASA is also tied with the scientists that are missing, the ones that was exposing about the UAPs, also UFOs, the UAPs, the chariots of the Lord from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see, so these scientists disappeared who want to blow the whistle about that they believe that there is a God, because why? Esau knows that this are these Salaki, that the angels are in his vehicles, man. So Esau, he don't want these things to come out. You see? And that's why, the scientists are disappearing, man. And NASA got also something to do with it. So it is one big theatric play, and Esau is pushing his agenda. You see all the comments everywhere, even on CBS, on your so-called mainstream news, man. People ain't buying this anymore. And like you see with the mainstream news, the people see that these things are, everything is cryptic, so they know it, man. So, yeah, let me go to the scriptures, because we know all these things that we see and that we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Let me get it, man. So, this is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah, man, because we know, man, Satan is always going to pull, that is what they do, man. They're going to pull these tricks, and you have mindless people who believe really that these things are really happening, but the majority of the people don't believe this anymore, man. People are seeing through the BS, through the witchcraft, They see through it, man. So, and especially us, man, in this truth, we already know, man, that these are all these ops that they are using, to really distract the people, man. That is what they're doing. So in the NLT, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes, and these are part of his evil schemes, man. You see, plotting, scheming, try to get work on the sentiment of the people with their witchcraft to believe that this is really going on, and people don't believe this anymore, man. So like we make a lot of videos, the apostles, the elders, and down we make videos, the brothers about, Esau's up again to his old tricks, man. And it doesn't work anymore, man. So yeah, it's wearing out, man. Matter of fact, that brings me over here. Let's go over here real quick. Let me see. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. Yeah, man. And these are all enchantments that Esau's using through his media, with these stage events. And you see the throwing up the signs, that women, Erica Kirk, she's part of that whole psyop, and throwing up the signs, talking about shots are gonna be fired from Trump. But because with the movies that they portraying for you, also that these people have to, all the wickedness and everything that they're doing, they have to put it in code, and telling you, really, if you can see it, but if you don't see it, if you don't have that eye self, you cannot see it, then you're gonna believe this, and you're gonna fall for the evil schemes of Satan, but to the people who know, they see like, hey, this is Esau again, that old serpent up to his old tricks, man. You see? And that is part of his enchantments, man. And the multitude of thy sorceries, you see? So the Lord said, hey, you stand down, man. You see? Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, and these devils are working their enchantments, the sorcery since the beginning, man. You see? These devils, since this kingdom has been set up, since the Roman Empire, and now the revived Roman Empire, these devils are constantly using their enchantments, man. You see, upon the people through media, through all the propaganda, everything that they are displaying. This is the way that they are doing it, man. You see. So if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail, you see. And that is what they try to do, they want to prevail with their enchantments, man. And that is what, and it worked for a while, you saw it with in 2020, but after 2020 with the Crown Royal, with the seafood, with the taco sauce, then people saw it like, hey, man, hey, a lot of people had a lot of problems, and now they see like, hey, you cannot believe these people, man, because why? They are not here for your good, but they're here to really for you, for your demise. Let me say it like that, because a lot of people, it went bad for them, man. You see? So, and that is what they are up to, man. You see, it's only evil schemes, man. You see? And enchantments. This is the part of the sorcery, man. You see? Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Yeah, and through all these psyops, all these things that doesn't work anymore, these distractions, that whole witchcraft is wearing off, man. You see, people are seeing right through the BS and the things that they are doing. So you see, they are weary, and they constantly gathering together, and how they have to do it, and they think with their old playbook, that they can trick people in their witchcraft, but it doesn't work anymore. So they're getting wearied. You see, let now the astrologers and stargazers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Yeah, because the Lord is bringing now hell upon Esau Edom, man. You see these demons and these demonic forces that they was asking counsel from, and they did the sacrifices. They don't answer them back anymore like before. Because why? The Lord is pulling them back, man. Because the Lord is in control of everything, man. The deceive and the deceiver are his. You've been deceived. You thought that you would prevail with all your witchcraft, but it ain't so, man. The Lord ain't down with that, you see. But he used you, for prophecy's sake, like we always said, man. And that is really what it is, man. You are playing part in the Lord's movie. You playing your role, and your role is almost at the end, because you are the end of the world. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. You see? And your end is going to be that these demons ain't going to answer you anymore, They are really are here for your destruction, for the end of all things. That's why you're now weary, man. You see, and your witches and warlocks, they cannot. All the advice and counsels that they give you, it is to none avail. It's just like the same with Pharaoh. You see, so it is almost game over for you, Esau. You see. So they cannot tell you what your future holds, and they tell you, but the outcome is that you're gonna lose. Your project, Looking Glass, everything, all you did, the witchcraft and soothsaying, and everything that you do, the outcome is you're gonna lose, because it is already written that you're gonna lose. You ain't gonna win. That's why you are weary, you counseling and try to get out of it, but it ain't gonna work. And now you're using these tricks, and it doesn't help you, man. But yeah, we have to stand strong against these things, man. You see that Esau is thrown upon us, man. You see. So let me close it out with this. This is Ephesians chapter 6. Yeah, and the brother, the elder Karatasa from the GMS Las Vegas, I saw his video, and it is exactly what it is, man. You see what he says, man. Let me see. Going too far. This is Ephesians chapter 6. And let me start with verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Yeah, and now more than ever, we have to stay strong in the Lord, man, because Esau is coming with all his enchantments. You see in the throwing of them, the six, all the signs, the 666, and they are casting spells heavy now. They try, and especially on the elect, the hopeful elect, you see. So they're trying, man, you see, to get people on their side. So that's why Esau, like the scripture said, the devil will come down with full wrath, because he has no other option left than to use his sword and come in with full force, and gonna show you like that he's that real devil, man. That is what it is. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. You see, let me read it in the NLT, because that is beautiful. Put on all the Heavenly Father's armor, so that you will be able to stand firm against all strategies of the devil. So all these things that these Edomites, they try to pull, these devils, it ain't gonna, we have to stay strong in the Lord. Only with the Lord there is safety, man. There is, we can stand these wiles, these strategies, the wickedness of these devils, man. You see? Because for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Yeah, that's why they're throwing up their signs, they consulting with demons. That is what they're doing, man. Against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Yeah, these enchantments, that they're throwing up, spiritual wickedness, man. Because behind the scenes, these devils are doing all kinds of rituals, witchcraft, and try to put it upon the people, man. You see? Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Yeah, and that's why we have to do everything in our power and our might to stand and see in all these things, not be, that we are not ignorant of these devices of these devils, and that we will be able to stand, man, what they try to throw upon us, man, because it is going to get worse, man, with these devils before it's going to get better. You see? So yeah, man, we living in these times, but people are seeing, man, that hey, man, all these things that these devils are doing, it is so transparent. People are seeing right through it, so yeah, they have a difficult time, man. Now, man, they see that it doesn't work anymore, so they're gonna pull everything out, or to really put a lot of hell upon people, with all these distractions and more. And they come in guns blazing, literally, and and they're gonna do it physically, and they're gonna do it also, by all these draconian laws that they're gonna put down, man. And people already see it, man, because they're laying down all these traps and snares, and really try to put down put on that totalitarian regime, So that is also what they're implementing. Because why? They gonna do it by the MOTB, man. You see? So they need to create a digital grid that nobody can say nothing, that they can take away your livelihood, and that is what they want to have control of: your livelihood, your soul, know what you think, pre-crime, all these things what they have in mind, So, but first, yeah, they have to break down this old system, man. That is what it is. And we believe that Nero he's put there for that reason, man, for that particular reason, to implement these things and to bring in, that new world that they have in mind, the dystopian world, that everybody is a digital slave. You see? That is what we believe, because what that woman, that witch, Marina Abramovich said. She said that he is the, that he is the magician, man. You see, I had that video somewhere. You can look it up for yourself, and see that she was saying that, man. And she's a high level witch. So that is what we also believe, man. That he's been put there, by the powers that be, to bring in that that new digital dystopian, man. That is what it is, man. That prison, the digital prison, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, man, we see these things happening, but we have to stay strong in the Lord, man, in Yahweh Shem Yahweh, man, and especially in these times, man. And watch, man, what these devils are gonna pull. What they're really gonna pull out, man. You see, because they see that this doesn't work anymore, so they have to they're gonna result in draconian, more and heavy draconian laws, man. That is what they're gonna do, man. You see, because hey, they have no other way. They're really cornered, man. They are weary with the councils, man. So that is what it is, man. Yeah, man. So with that, I want to give the highest honor, glory, and all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rachakodash, Shalom.